I don't think the objective here is that we read passages like this and say, I'm going to be like the Good Samaritan. Good luck. You know what I think this is? I think it's always about Jesus. I think it always points to Jesus. Guess who's the Good Samaritan in this story? Not you. Not me. Jesus is the Good Samaritan. He's been marginalized, forgotten, belittled, and berated. And yet when he comes upon broken humanity that has been stripped in the journey of life and left half dead, and he comes by us and the law walks by and cannot help, and rules and traditions and customs walk by, and they are absolutely powerless to help you in your pitiful state. Here comes the Good Samaritan of the ages, the one that you marginalized, the one that you belittled, the one that you berated, and he sees you, and he pours upon you his oil and his wine, and in 3 days he restores you, and he promises, if there's anything outstanding, when I come back, it'll be all good. Jesus is the Good Samaritan. That's why this story is so ridiculous. Yeah. That's why we all go, what? Who can do that? And Jesus is like, I know a guy. That's why the next passage is, the one being commended is the one listening to physical, tangible, manifest personification of love. She's listening to love. She's reveling in love. She's looking in piercing eyes that are pure love. And she's there and she's just soaking in the love. Because the only way we could ever love like this is if we realize how much he loves us. Yeah. Speak, God, speak. We're listening. We're listening. You gotta listen before you go. Yeah. You gotta stop and realize that Jesus is the one thing that's necessary. Mary chose it. The one thing that's absolutely essential in the human existence is sitting there in front of Jesus. Look at Mary. Can you see her? I can see her, man. She's just like, oh my God, just keep talking. Because the way you talk, I've never heard anyone you pure love. And she's just mesmerized. Meanwhile, Martha is so busy working hard, and Mary's just sitting there. She's like, I love you. And only in that space is the power to love the world. Amen. Do you know that there was an 11th commandment given? Were you aware of this? There was 10 commandments, but Jesus actually created and made an 11th, which of course is total heresy unless you're the Son of the living God. He says in John 13:34, he says, a new commandment I give to you. No one can say, you can't make up new commandments unless you're the author of the first ones. A new commandment I bring to you, that you love one another. Now I want you to notice, bear with me when I say this, the horrible structure of this sentence. Just hold on a second. If I wrote this in a book, my editor would say, this is redundant. This is ineffective. Look at it. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another just as I have loved you, you also have to love one another. You already said that. Yeah. Love one another just as I have loved you. That's a sufficient sentence. It's sufficient. And love one another. The redundancy is on purpose. I want to love one another. Where is the power to fulfill this commandment? In the commandment itself? No. There's no power in commandments of themselves to produce anything in your lifestyle that makes you capable of living out that commandment. There's no power. Do it. Do it now. There's no power there. Where is the power to live like the Good Samaritan? Where is the power to love the world that doesn't know the meaning of the word? It's actually not in our nobility or our morning devotions or our details or our customs or our traditions or our sermon series or our websites or our branding. There is only one source on earth in the solar system where we can receive agape, unconditional love that needs no reciprocation. And it's only in one place, and it's right after the colon. He says, I want you to love one another just as I have loved you. The Good Samaritan story has to drive us to our knees, where where we go, God, is this what you want from us? Yeah. You want me to love people who hate me? You want us to love a world that berates us and marginalizes us? Yes, son. How is that possible? You got to get it from me.
Amen.
Wouldn't it be just like God to tell you to do something that you couldn't do without him?
That's true.
Wouldn't it? My man right here in the band can come and I'm done. Never forget the first time I preached for Pastor Brian. I was scared to death. I'm still scared to death, to be honest. I was 25 and I got done and he's like, that was really good, Judah. You could have gone 3 minutes longer.